Hi, this is Amy Jo Berman with your quick acting/auditioning tip of the day. Okay, so yesterday I emailed everybody on my email list and I asked for some feedback on what are some of the things that bug you about reading for small roles. Well, I got hundreds of replies, and I stayed up till the wee hours of the night reading every single one, and a whole bunch of time today as well. And there was lots of interesting responses, so thank you to everybody who sent me emails. I actually did read every single one. But a lot of good stuff came out of it in terms of what you gave to me, so now I know what to give to you. And one person wrote in, and I have lots of stuff that I'm going to make videos on just from those emails alone, but one person wrote to me, what bothers me most in a small audition is getting really into the role and reading beforehand, and then being asked to read a lead role instead of the role that I'm auditioning for, or have researched, almost like a bait and switch. I think the role that I auditioned for should be the one that I think the role auditioned for should be the one read for. I think what she meant was the one she prepared for. So that brings up a couple of things that I wanted to share with you. Number one, yes, in the ideal world, it would be nice if the role that you prepared was the one you were asked to read. However, what I would say is you have to be willing to go with the flow. There is a certain amount of things that you can control about your audition, your preparation, your research, and all that kind of stuff, and working on your role. And then there's stuff that is just not in your control. And a lot of things are going to happen that are going to be different than the way you plan. And so if you lock yourself into thinking this is the way it should be, you're going to create a lot of angst for yourself, and you're going to give yourself a lot of reasons to trip up and fail because you're not prepared to go with the flow. You have to understand that your career and your it's like a dance. And you know, when you're dancing with somebody else, you have to be responsive to what they're doing, because if they suddenly start doing something else, it could get really wonky. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to go with the flow, and you have to be willing to accept the fact that things are going to change right in front of you. So what I would recommend for you to be prepared for a situation like this, where something changes and it's not what you prepared, there's a few things you could do. Number one, first things first, understand that this is going to happen, and if you expect things to be different when you walk in than the way you prepared them, it's not going to throw you. Okay, so number one is expect things to be different or to change, and to go with it and to embrace it and to have a good time despite that. That's a mindset thing. The other things that you can do are take an improv class. I highly recommend, if you've never taken an improv class, to go and take it, because it's going to train you to turn on a dime. No matter what happens, you are going to have highly sharpened instincts to just go with the flow, because you have no choice, because in improv, that's the way it is. So for the person who wrote this, and for anybody else watching, I can't even tell you enough how this could help you if you have trouble going with the flow, or freaking out when things change. Here's the other thing number three. When they hand you sides, then say, can you read this instead of the one you prepared? You absolutely have the right to say, yes, I need a few minutes, and step outside. I don't care if they're sitting there going, what? You have the right to do that. Now for some of you, you're not going to need that. You'll be like, yeah, sure, know what? And you'll just read it. Bam, it'll be fine. But for some of you, you know that you need that 5 minutes or that 15 minutes, and you have the right to take it. And they know when they're giving you something on the fly that some of you are going to be like that. So I hope those 3 tips packed into this one video help you. If you found this useful, helpful, valuable, give it a thumbs up on YouTube, share it on Facebook, tweet it, do whatever you want to just get it out there and help other actors if you've been helped. This is Amy Jo Berman, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.